it's Kamal, and what we're going to do in this lesson is look at your course topic. So just because you're interested in something doesn't necessarily mean that anyone's going to buy your information of what you're interested in. So what we're going to look at today is how to find out if people are actually interested in the topic that you're wanting to teach and create an online course for. And I'm going to show you how to do this. So let's dive in. So first go to Google Trends. This is trends.google.com, and here we can look at how we can explore what people are searching about. So I have logged into my Gmail account and I am choosing South Africa as a place where I want to search what people are searching for on Google. Here you can look at what was trending across different years. Now recently we can see that the matric results are trending. This is happening right now as they're releasing the results to private schools and then to government schools. But what's really nice is that they've got the trending searches across the different years. So if we go to 2020, which was obviously a year that we all remember, we can see what was trending across different personalities, political figures, what questions people were asking for. And here it's all about obviously the coronavirus, how to apply for an unemployment grant. We can look at the trending recipes, the searches, what specifically people in South Africa have been looking at. So it's really, really nice to have this information, and we can do this across different countries. And obviously I'm looking here in South Africa, but we can switch it to another search criteria. Here we can see the trends for travel and for things that are near me, Virgin Active near me. So let's just go back to the home screen in Google Trends and let's switch it to a different country. Let's go to the United Kingdom. Let's look at what people were searching for in 2020 in the United Kingdom. You can see in the top browser it has GB for Great Britain. Again, also most searches were coronavirus related. How to make bread, a lot of people were at home. Top questions. Celebrities, deliveries, that's quite interesting. They were able to have wine deliveries, whereas in South Africa not so much. Losses was Sean Connery, Chadwick. So it's really interesting to see what people are searching, because you're going to want to include this kind of information if you're wanting to get people to search for your course and be relevant. It's quite important for SEO. Looking at the USA in 2020, in our Google bar at the top, we can see we're looking at the US. Coronavirus was the main search. Athletes, actors, and now we would simply go back home. So how can you include this in your course? So this is what we're obviously going to be looking at now. Now, because I am based in South Africa, I'm going to go back to South Africa. I'm going to enter a search topic. So let's have the topic as online learning. So my key search term is online learning, and I can see a graph of how often or how important that term is when it's searched on the web. So the closer it is to 100 on the graph, obviously the better. And this is over a 12-month period, this current search. It's only in South Africa, so I can see where most of the searches come from. And I can see related breakout topics that people are actually searching for, such as online learning during lockdown. Now, what on earth is this peak here? Well, that's when the schools closed and we started doing online learning. It was the very beginning. I can always select via worldwide. I can select in terms of country. I can look at a certain time period, all categories, and where on the web they may have searched. So let's have a look at create an online course. Search the term. I'm going to go across the world at the moment. I'm looking at the last 12 months. Wow, in May it was looking really, really good. It looks like it fluctuates quite a lot. And let's have a look by the countries. Australia's got the highest search for it, and then the United Kingdom. And I can go to all 7 regions that it's going to show me. Interesting, Nigeria and India are the next biggest searches over here. So I can now select, perhaps I want this over a different time period to give me better examples. So let's go from 2004 to present. I can see that there is actually a gradual climb in the search term for create an online course. And here I can see that Nigeria has actually got the biggest search for how to create an online course, or just to create an online course. Now, I also have the related topics over here. how to create an online course. It's a slightly longer search term, but I can see that there definitely does seem to be quite a bit of search for how to create an online course. Let's go something different. Let's go to leather shoes. From 2000 until present, well, there's definitely an increase in the search for leather shoes, but then it went right down in April 2020. Let's change this to a country, a specific country. Let's go to South Africa. We can see that there is a gradual increase in search for leather shoes. So let's go and look where the searches come from. Mpumalanga. Mpumalanga is definitely in the lead by quite a substantial distance. Here, if you just click on the little question mark, you will see how this information is explained in terms of interest by sub-region. So here we have different breakout and related topics again. And interesting that Woolworths comes as a breakout topic for leather shoes. Let's go and have a look at photo books. We're going to select worldwide, and there was definitely an interest in 2009 in February that it peaked then. Let's go back to the past 12 months to see how photo books are trending. It's quite erratic. We see that there was definitely a very strong spike after December, and Ireland seems to be the most predominant searching for photo books. Again, we've got related topics and related queries, which is really interesting when you're wanting to do the SEO for your courses so that people will find your courses. So this is a breakout topic called hardcover, and there is definitely hardcover bookbinding. There's quite a high search for it. Let's go specifically in South Africa and have a look at hardcover bookbinding to see the search for that. Interesting. It's definitely erratic, but it's on the increase. And we can see there was almost 100 on the 24th of January. So people were wanting to research that specific term as opposed to photo books. Here we've got paperback bookbinding. Take a look, pick a point, interesting, and exclusive books for hardcover. Okay, let's go to photo books over the past 5 years in South Africa. Interesting data. 2017, it was peaked. It was mostly searched by Western Cape and then KZN. And here we can see that there is Orms, Cape Town as a breakout topic, and BK. Let's go the past year. So photo books was quite prevalent in April and in June and July-ish. And then it's not as much in January this year. Again, Orms has come out as a related topic. Let's look at another search term, online payments. We'll go to South Africa over the past 12 months. Actually, let's leave the categories as they are, and let's just go to YouTube search or image search. It's quite nice. You can see how people are actually searching up the term. I'll keep it as the web search. I want to include everything, videos, images, everything. Here we can see in March to April 2020, there was a huge interest in online payments. And again, that's when South Africa was in level 5 lockdown. The highest search region or the highest interest region was Limpopo. And here we have different related topics again. Fashini Group, interesting that is one of the breakouts from online payment. And then obviously the UIF, everyone was wanting to do that for their employees. Payment card. So you can see there's 17 topics related here. So when you are wanting to do your course, you need to have a look at all the related topics so that you know what words to include in your course headings, in your module headings, and in your written content, so that you know what people are actually searching when it comes to courses. So let's go to create an online course. Not much happening in South Africa over the last 12 months on YouTube. I can't see anything here. Let's go to worldwide. We can see that there was a very high interest in November to create an online course until the 28th, from the 20th to the 28th of November, and mainly in the United States. I think that's when people went into a harder lockdown there again. Let's look at the term how to make money. This is a very good term to include in your course or to try and advertise your course, because people all want to know how to make money. This is on YouTube especially, and here we can see Ghana, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Namibia, South Africa. It's obviously all the African countries. Okay, if we go just to web search, the term attracts a lot of interest. Let's go to South Africa, how to make money. Interesting. Always above 50, just a little bit below over there, but generally almost at 100. So it's a very good term to include in your course. Northern Cape being the highest search for it, or the highest interest. Let's search by image. Interesting. People search by image. They want to see an image on how to make money, or they're going to use those images for their courses or for their e-commerce when they're building the e-commerce. It was high in April in South Africa, and it's decreased over this time. Maybe April was when we were told we could go into a slightly easier level restriction of level 4. Well, that was in the end of April and beginning of May. Now let's go look at how we can compare terms. So how one term relates to another term in terms of interest in how people search. Here we've got passive income and how to make money. Passive income is the red line, and we're going to do it web search. And how to make money is the blue. And you can see there is a huge difference. People are definitely searching how to make money over passive income. Let's have a look at photo books versus photo albums. Wow, there is quite a marked difference. So people generally will search for photo albums over photo books. Let's go across the world, not just in South Africa, over the past 12 months. Yes, there is quite a marked difference. So rather write photo albums than photo books for your course. Here you can see the red and the blue. We could change this by the category of travel, but we can still see photo albums are better. Let's compare fintech to payment. Isn't this interesting? Most people in the fintech world will refer to their own products as fintech, but actually most users or merchants will look at the word payment. This is across the world. Let's go to just South Africa and have a look at the difference. Yeah, everyone searches for payment, less so for fintech. And let's go across all categories. It's very much a marked difference, and people are definitely searching for the word payment. Let's go over 5 years. There is a very marked increase in the search for the term payment from March 2020 in South Africa. And look at the related queries too. People still search and are more interested in the word online payment than e-commerce. Let's go over the past 12 months instead of 5 years. Yes, I would still use the word online payment in my course and in my description of all the different things on my course instead of the word e-commerce. Let's go across the world. And it's true for not just South Africa, but for the world. I hope that helped you, and I hope you are able to identify with the topics that people are interested in buying. Thank you for joining me today.